Are you looking for the best cameras for vlogging? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best cameras for vlogging on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Sony ZV-E1. If money is no obstacle, the Sony ZV-E1 is hands down the best vlogging camera on the market. It's Sony's first full-frame vlogging cam, which means it doesn't have a viewfinder but includes a stereo vlogging mic and a fully articulated screen. In-body image stabilization (IBIS) helps reduce camera shake, and its 12-megapixel full-frame sensor is tailored to low-light situations, making this a great choice if you tend to shoot at night or work in less controlled lighting conditions. On top of that, it can record at up to 120 frames per second in 4K, with internal 10-bit 4:2:2 capture, and has one of the most sophisticated autofocus systems on the market. This is the ultimate vlog camera for the solo operator, with features designed to take the guesswork out of video production. Naturally, it also comes at a premium price, so unless you're serious about making a career out of vlogging, it'll likely be overkill for your needs. With its full-frame sensor and lenses, it isn't the most compact option either. Read on for more affordable and compact options that may be more suitable for on-the-go vlogging. At number 2. Sony α6700. The Sony α6700 may not be as advanced as the Sony ZV-E1, with more of a hybrid design and a smaller APS-C sensor that isn't as adept in low light, but it's chock full of amazing video features for the price. 4K recording at up to 120 frames per second is a highlight despite incurring a significant crop, and the camera uses the same incredible AF system as the higher-end ZV-E1. The camera also has in-body image stabilization for smoother handheld recording and a fully articulated screen so you can monitor yourself. Plus, more advanced shooters can take advantage of internal 10-bit 4:2:2 recording to get more flexibility when color grading and editing. Overall, the α6700 is an excellent video camera for the price, with more than enough advanced video features to please enthusiasts. But don't overlook the Fujifilm X-S10 in this price range, either. Its AF isn't as reliable as the α6700S, and it maxes out at 4K 60 frames per second, but it's another excellent choice for video work, with a dedicated vlog mode that simplifies the vlogging process for content creators. It even includes more advanced features like OpenGate 6.2K recording to give you more cropping leeway. At number 3. Fujifilm X-S10. If the Sony α6700 is out of your price range, you won't be disappointed by the Fujifilm X-S10. While both the α6700 and the Fujifilm X-S10 have some notable advantages, including internal 10-bit 4:2:2 capture, no recording time limits, and 4K recording at 60 frames per second, those cameras are also significantly pricier. For most vloggers, the X-S10 hits the sweet spot of features, performance, and price, especially if you're not fussed about having 10-bit capture and doing extensive color grading. There's a lot to love here, from a large, comfortable hand grip to a fully articulated screen that makes it easy to monitor yourself while recording. It's also one of the few cameras at this price point with IBIS, which can help you record smoother handheld footage. On top of that, you still get a fairly wide selection of frame rates, with 4K recording at up to 30 frames per second and a slow-motion recording mode that can capture 1080p footage at up to 240 frames per second. Plus, it uses the same sensor as the X-S10, so video quality is excellent. At number 4. Sony ZV-E10. The Sony ZV-E10 is the budget option in Sony's ZV series and one of the best cameras for YouTube vlogging if you're just starting out. Though it doesn't have a viewfinder, making it less versatile for hybrid shooters, its fully articulated screen makes it easier to monitor yourself without accessories getting in the way. This camera also has a headphone jack and a low-profile hand grip that's easier to hold in a selfie position. You're missing out on IBIS at this price point, so go for an optically stabilized lens if you plan on shooting handheld. It doesn't feel as well built as the Fujifilm X-S10, with no other ceiling to give you more peace of mind when shooting outdoors. However, it has a very reliable autofocus system, including specialized focus modes like Product Showcase. This feature is a godsend for product and beauty vloggers as it'll automatically shift focus from your face to any object you hold up in the frame. While the X-S10 mentioned above is a little more versatile for hybrid photo/video shooters thanks to its viewfinder, the ZV-E10 is the way to go if you need a vlogging-oriented camera on a budget. At number 5. DJI Pocket 2. It's hard to find a mirrorless or DSLR camera for cheap unless you buy used, but the DJI Pocket 2 is a unique all-in-one vlogging tool that won't break the bank. Unlike our other picks, it has a built-in 3-axis stabilized gimbal, so you can easily capture buttery-smooth handheld footage without expensive stabilizers or gimbals. Did we mention the whole thing can fit in your back pocket? That alone makes this a worthy addition to the slew of different vlogging cameras today. Aside from its gimbal, its 1/1.7-inch sensor gives it better low-light performance than most cameras of its size, and it can shoot at up to 60 frames per second in 4K, with a slow-motion capture mode that records at up to 240 frames per second in 1080p. On top of that, there's an active track feature that can automatically follow a subject as they move around. While its video quality doesn't compare to pricier interchangeable lens options like those mentioned above, this camera's unique functionality makes it one of the best cheap vlogging cameras to get you started. At number 6. Sony ZV-1. If you need something compact with more versatility than you get with the DJI Pocket 2, a point-and-shoot like the Sony ZV-1 is a great middle ground. Like the Sony ZV-E1 and the Sony ZV-E10 mentioned above, it features a vlogging-friendly design with a fully articulated screen, no viewfinder, and a vlogging microphone, complete with a detachable windscreen. But unlike its interchangeable lens stablemates, the ZV-1 is much more portable and uses a smaller 1-inch type sensor. While that means it's less versatile and less suited to dim lighting conditions, the camera still records good video quality, has a great autofocus system, and offers plenty of frame rate options for slow-motion flourishes. The newer Sony ZV-1 2 offers a new lens with a wider field of view that, on the surface, is better suited to vlogging. However, the Mark II lacks optical stabilization and crops your footage when using digital stabilization, so it's less suited to walk and talk vlogging than its predecessor. It's also pricier, making the original ZV-1 our top pick for those looking for a compact camera.